Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tubbs here. Welcome back to another GT6 Pro Drifting episode. In this episode, I decided to use this car, the BMW M5. A bunch of you have actually asked me for this thing. I didn't just choose it randomly, but a bunch of you people have actually asked me to do a Pro Drifting episode on the BMW M5. So here it is. After I've tuned it, you can't really do much to it, but after I've tuned it, it looks like this. It needs to be sort of like a dark color, in my opinion, because it's a big German executive saloon, and I don't know, I think it just looks great in this really dark. I think it's called Thunder Grey. The wheels, again, I decided to change. I really wish you can paint the standard wheels, because I really like the standard wheels on this thing. I would have painted those like black or grey the way these are. But anyway, so let's get on to the setup and see what this thing is like. It has 717 brake horsepower and it weighs 1,376 kilos. Power to weight ratio, this thing is just perfect. Just perfect. When you take it out on the track, you can tell that the power and the weight is just absolutely perfect. Maybe with a little bit less power you can still do just as good, but I think the 717 brake horsepower and the 1,376 kilos is just great. Also, please try to pay attention to the transmission, because I actually, when I bought the fully customizable transmission, I actually changed some of the gear ratios themselves. So I didn't just change the max speed as I usually do with the cars. So change the max speed to 350 kilometers an hour and then change the ratios by themselves to what I have up on the screen if you want the car to be exactly the same as mine. Just because of the way it handled before with the other gears, after I changed it to these type of gears, I managed specifically for this track, I managed to make it so it's just perfect. You only use like third and fourth gear. Third gear very, very rarely, but fourth gear mostly. You just use it around all the corners and it just drives perfectly. So on the track, when I took this out first time, as I said, the gears were kind of a little bit messed up, so I didn't really know what it was like. Then after I fiddled around with the gears and I took it out on the track a few more times, it was just perfect. I messed around with the camera and the toe as well during those times as well, and now it's just perfect. I can get to some really, really crazy angles, and I love the way I can keep this going sideways at some of these angles. I think I said the exact same thing about the BMW Z4M Coupe when I tuned that for drifting. It can reach some crazy, crazy angles. So the BMWs are really, really good for drifting, and you guys really need to give this a shot because it drives really, really well. It's I always knew that this was going to be a really good drift car because in Gran Turismo 5 it was just an absolute beast as well. But in this game with the different driving physics and all that stuff, it just drives so well. I'm very, very impressed with the way this car drives, and I will definitely recommend this car as a drift car for anybody that wants to get at least even one type of a really, really good drift car. So this thing, very, very, very good. It drives great, which is really, really weird because the car that we had previously wasn't as good, and this one is just really, really good. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have any suggestions for future cars that you guys want me to use in future Pro Drifting episodes, and don't worry, I will choose your car eventually. It's just that lots of people are commenting on videos, and I want to basically go back and choose theirs first before I choose yours, because that's just the way it works. You know, they basically commented first. So anyway, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.